Alright, so this is an episode on how to hold your fret hand.
Since most guitarists are right-handed, they fret the guitar with their left hand, so we are using a left hand in this demonstration. The index finger or pointer finger is number 1, your middle finger is number 2, your ring finger is number 3, your little finger or pinky is number 4, and should you ever have to use it, your thumb is number 5. I'm just going to leave this up for a second so you can try to get familiar with it. But if you play left-handed, here is a reverse image to represent a right fretting hand.
You want to have your guitar up at a 45-degree angle, like this. Having a strap is going to work. If you don't have a strap, you can nestle it like this. You can have it sitting this way. If you have a footstool, that'll work, so you can keep it propped up. You can keep this knee propped up to keep the guitar propped up, but having a strap definitely helps. So what you essentially want to do is you want to have your guitar like at a 45 again. So you want to be able to bring your hand and just kind of go right to it and just kind of let that feel naturally. And if you're going to play a G chord, for example, you would want your fingers to just kind of lay, you want to be close to the fret but not on it, and you would want you want it to feel natural, but it's not going to at first. You're probably going to be playing really crazy, but the idea is you want to have your hand like this. So you want it just to be, you want to be touching the string and not touching the string below it here, and not touching this string above it here. So you want it to be independently on there. So if you were to play the first, then it's not going to interfere. So if you were to play a G chord, you would play your 3rd fret on your low E with your middle finger, and with your index finger you would do the 2nd fret of your A string. So you're going to do a G, and that's a B, and then you're going to use your ring finger and you're going to put it on the 3rd fret of this. So essentially it's going to look like this. It's going to seem a little strange, but if you look, you can probably see how my fingers aren't really touching the other strings. And it's kind of a weird looking chord, I know, but the idea is you want to be able to play every single note of the chord and not have it sound like you don't want that happening, or you're trying to get away from all that. So that's one aspect of it. You want to be able to, you want to have your hand kind of just here, but your fingers just touching, straight on. You don't want to have them like this, where they're sitting against it, unless you're specifically playing a bar chord, which we'll get into later. But for open chords, you want to have only the strings that you're fretting need to have your fingertips on them. You want to touch it with the if you can see that, actually, you see the indentations of my fingers? That's where you want that to be. So I'll do that again. So that's where you want the strings to be. You want them to be right at that level, right at that part of your finger. Right in that the meat of that area. So hopefully this sheds some light and helps you get started on your guitar journey. Let's go ahead and continue on with the next lesson.